The Afiya Center works to make sure that all women, non-binary, trans, all women on the spectrum understand and know that reproductive rights and reproductive justice is a human right. We do that by listening to them, centering their voices, amplifying their lived experiences, and just trusting Black women.
Part of the reason that we can't have health equity, well, because we don't have racial equity and gender equity, but also we don't have economic equity, right? So when you have people who are making the least, then they're going to have the worst health outcomes.
Reproductive justice allows us to examine the nuanced experiences of Black women and girls at the intersect of race, class, and gender. At its core, reproductive justice is the right to parent, to not parent, and to parent the children we have in safe and healthy environments, free from state-sanctioned violence. We recognize that Black women and girls' reproductive health choices are very much so intertwined with their overall well-being. It's more than just addressing one issue or a single issue such as abortion or HIV or maternal health, but it's also about addressing the social, economic, and political factors that impact a person's ability to make informed decisions about their choices. There are several programs and resources available to individuals to help them make informed decisions about their reproductive health. Through our Southern Roots Doula Collective, we offer doula services at low cost or to no cost to those that are seeking those services.
We have our birth and wellness center where families are able to come in, they're able to receive childbirth and education, family planning guidance, emergency contraceptives. We serve the full pregnancy, so that's pre and postpartum, extended postpartum. We serve through miscarriage, we serve through abortion.
Last year, we opened up a new building that really does serve as a safe haven for Black women and girls in the community. Our building is nestled in the southern sector of Dallas, which is an area where the city's most vulnerable population resides.
One of the programs that we do with our HIV work is called LOL, Living Out Loud. And that program was designed to provide women living with HIV, so it's them telling their stories, right? So giving them the tools to tell their stories in a way that it helps them to confront stigma and also to confront shame. We allow folk to come into this space and self-define what healing means for them. We create a space here where folk know that they can come here and they never have to disclose their status. That's comfortable for them. It's validating their experience. Some of the holistic practices that we offer for Black women living with HIV here is journaling. Talking about, writing about, expressing how you feel. So like we don't just freestyle journal, we prompt. We have a yoga studio upstairs. We practice a lot of meditation here, so we do mindful meditation. We offer them the opportunity to go with us to several different hiking parks, and that we hike. The Afiya Center has been able to work to expand Medicaid for birthing folk for a year after birth. The Afiya Center have been able to assure that people living with HIV will have full access to their HIV medication. And we've also been successful in working with our local district attorney to not prosecute people getting abortions in Dallas County. Folk should have the right to health care. Folk should have the right to be healthy. Folk should have the right to live in environmentally safe spaces.
The Livable Black Futures gives voice to those who are unheard, and it focuses on research that is foundational in storytelling. We found that in many cases, research about Black birthing people often did not amplify their voices.
The Livable Black Futures Project is about centering in on these stories, also creating a space for healing, to also hold accountability for those who have systematically silenced them by focusing on their narratives and letting the world know that they deserve to be heard, their needs deserve to be addressed. Collaborating with a place like the Afiya Center that's already here on the ground, it allows us to move resources from the institution like academia back to the community. So whether it be having funding to be able to hold some of these healing circles, to be able to hear the needs and stories of the community members, those are just some of the tangible ways that we work together to make sure that everyone's needs are being addressed.
Some ways that people can support reproductive justice for Black women and girls through the Afiya Center's initiatives is by making a financial contribution. Donations help to sustain our programs and continue to do the critical work on the ground for Black women and girls in Texas. Another way is by volunteering. For the Afiya Center, we rely on volunteers to help us with various programming and to support administrative tasks within our building. Another way to support our work is by educating yourself. By educating yourself on the various issues that impact Black women and girls, it allows you to be an advocate on behalf of those who are unable to speak for themselves.
By joining the Afiya Center in the movement for reproductive freedom for all and HIV support, together we can rewrite the narrative to ensure every person's choices are respected, their voices are heard, and their futures are empowered.